When you first started at Perplexity, I would argue it was pre-product market fit.
Yeah.
Now you're zoomed towards the present. You're overseeing a team. Tell me a little bit about how you set up a team to work across two very different surfaces and still be aligned on a common vision for Perplexity as a product experience. Because what I just described there sounds extremely hard.
Yeah.
Right? Both from a coordination standpoint, but also from from an end user standpoint. How do you ensure that it feels like it's coming from one company rather than two teams at one company?
Totally. I actually think we have it easy in this regard because one, I don't think things need to be that similar across products. I actually think it's more effective to make things feel like they belong in the context, like in the operating system, in the form factor, whatever. And the other benefit we have is that with search, there's very little collision on product experiences. Users show up and say exactly what they want, and you show them what they ask for. And so therefore we can work on essentially like infinitely horizontal experiences that will never show up at the same time. And they don't really need, it's okay if they look a little bit different or work a little bit different, you know, in large parts. And as long as, you know, there's the same colors, typeface, spacing, a few familiar components, like it all feels like the same product actually. It's usually like idea to shipped in a matter of weeks. And so the possibility of divergence is like very limited. And so it's not like one team can go really far in one direction.
Yeah.
It would just, you know, the ground truth is, there's something that I remind the team always is the ground truth is the product. And what can you use right now?
Yep.
We don't, you know, we use mocks and prototypes and stuff as like a kind of a starting point, and then we get it into the product, and then that's the new, you know, that's the rule. And so therefore there's like, it prevents a lot of diversion.
Yeah.
I also, frankly, I encourage divergence because I think it like lets me see how other designers are thinking about things. Like I'm okay with, you know, things kind of breaking patterns here and there. Because if we're really good at this sort of rapid iteration, you see this kind of like divergence, convergence, like on a weekly basis. It's essentially like a refinement process and a group refinement process.